In this presentation, we'll look at even more irregular verbs in the preterite tense. Remember, the preterite tense is the past tense, the photograph in time, and it's a set start and end time to the action. And so, again, with the irregular verbs, you're just going to have to memorize the endings. Okay, a lot of them the endings are completely different than the rule of thumb for regular verbs. So let's get going. All right, the first verb is dar, D-A-R, dar, to give. Here's how you conjugate it. Eu dei, você, ele, ela, deu, nós demos, and vocês, eles, elas, deram. So it's technically conjugated irregular in the eu form, right? For an AR verb, it's the ending, you drop the AR and add an EI, an A, right? Eu dei. But for the other forms, it's different. So, dei, deu, demos, deram. Eu já dei permissão. I already gave permission. Você me deu abraço ontem. You gave me a hug yesterday. Você me deu. You gave me. Nós demos conselhos a eles. We gave advice to them. And elas me deram uma carona no seu carro. They gave me a ride in their car. The next verb, dizer, to say or to tell, dizer. So this one, it's very different. You just have to memorize it, okay? Eu disse, você, ele, ela, disse, nós dissemos, and vocês, eles, elas, disseram. This is used all the time, all right? So memorize this thing. The sentences, eu disse que sim, eu disse que sim, I said yes. Ele disse algo muito estranho. He said something very strange. Nós dissemos isso para eles. We said that to them. Nós dissemos. And vocês disseram muito durante a conversa. You guys said a lot during the conversation. Disse, disse, dissemos, disseram. Next, ir, to go, ir. What you'll notice, if you remember from a previous presentation, we conjugate this verb in the preterite form exactly the same way as we conjugate ser, to be, in the preterite form. So you're thinking, well, how do I know the difference? Well, it's all just by context, okay? So, eu fui, você, ele, ela, foi, nós fomos, and vocês, eles, elas, foram. So the sentences, for example, eu fui ao cinema ontem. I went to the movie theater yesterday. Eu fui. Você foi ao estádio com ele? Did you go to the stadium with him? Você foi? Nós fomos ao campo para jogar futebol. We went to the field to play soccer. And eles foram para São Paulo para o verão. They went to São Paulo for the summer. Remember, these are preterite forms. So there's this is a start and end time defined, one-time deal, okay? And as opposed to the imperfect form, which we'll look at down the road. But fui, foi, fomos, foram. Next, ler. Now what you will notice is this follows the regular ER verb preterite endings, okay? It's only irregular in the present form, the eu, all right? Eu leio, right? But in the preterite, eu li, você, ele, ela, leu, nós lemos, vocês, eles, elas, leram. Li, leu, lemos, leram. Eu li livro sobre a história da Inglaterra. I read a book about the history of England. Você já leu este livro? Have you ever read this book? Nós lemos muito para a aula de inglês. We read a lot for English class. And eles leram artigo muito engraçado. They read a very funny article. Li, leu, lemos, leram. You will also notice that ouvir, to hear, is conjugated regularly for an IR verb in the preterite form, okay, preterite tense. So, eu ouvi, você, ele, ela ouviu, nós ouvimos, vocês, eles, elas ouviram, right? So cut off the IR and you have the I, eu, imos, iram. Ouvi, ouviu, ouvimos, ouviram. So the sentences are, eu ouvi a voz da minha mãe. Eu ouvi a voz da minha mãe. I heard the voice of my mother. Ela ouviu o toque dos sinos. She heard the ringing of the bells. Nós ouvimos uma música famosa. Nós ouvimos uma música famosa. We heard a famous song. And eles ouviram o trovão. They heard the thunder. So, ouvi, ouviu, ouvimos, ouviram. And finally, the verb pedir, to ask for. Pedir, in the preterite tense, is a regular IR verb. Okay, so you drop the IR, you add the I, eu, imos, iram, right? Pedi, eu pedi, você, ele, ela pediu, nós pedimos, and vocês, eles, elas pediram. All right, so eu pedi mais comida. I asked for more food. Eu pedi. Ele pediu casaco. He asked for a coat. Nós pedimos favor deles. We asked them for a favor. And vocês pediram brinquedo para o Natal. You guys asked for a toy for Christmas. Pedi, pediu, pedimos, pediram. All right, there you have it. Now you just go practice these verbs and you got it. You can say a lot of stuff. Agora é sua vez.